Yes, ma'am. Carry on. Why are you waiting?
Shall I start, sir?
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. Honorable guest speaker, Dr. Doreen Robin, Honorable Director, Dr. J. Nageshwar, beloved Principal, sir, Dr. K. Someshwar Garu, dear staff, students, and participants, a very good evening, one and all. I, Vijita, Department of Computer Science, takes a great honor and privilege for me to extend a sincere warm welcome this evening to the one-day national webinar on blockchain technologies and big data analytics conducted by Department of Computer Science. On behalf of our department and KMICS, it is a glorious moment to express my gratitude to today's guest speaker, Dr. Doreen Robin Garu, who took out her valuable time and graciously accepting our invitation in today's webinar. At this point, I'd like to express a warm welcome to our distinguished guest speaker from Department of Computer Science and KMICS. I would like to express my gratitude towards our management Director Dr. J. Nageshwar Garu and our beloved Principal Dr. K. Someshwar Garu for their encouragement and cooperation in conducting this webinar. And also, I'd like to express my sincere thanks to each and everyone for joining this one-day webinar on blockchain technologies and big data analytics to make it a grand success. The purpose of this webinar is to enlighten the participants and learn the latest technologies to interact and learn actively. I hope you all will feel enriched knowledge after completion of this webinar. I hope you will have a great time. Now, I would like to request our Honorable Director Garu, Dr. J. Nageshwar Garu, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, everybody. I congratulate the Department of Computers, headed by Srimati Vijita and other faculty members, for arranging this webinar on a topic which is very relevant at present, and which is attracting and creating thoughts in young minds. Previously, we used to say that this century is for that, this century is for that, this century is for that. Now, no more centuries, no more decades. Every year or every 2 years are bringing great differences in human beings' life. You must have seen these 2 years since the last 1.5 year are um, we are really troubled because of this COVID-19, and this trouble has given us a lot of opportunity to learn. Our technologists, educationists, scientists, doctors are trying to come out of this pandemic situation, and they are learning new technologies to come out of this. Whenever you have a trouble, whenever you have a problem, if you can come out of that with your creativity, with your hard work, nothing will be like that. And you all know this, especially this last 3-4 years, we have been hearing the big data. Of course, the word has come much before that, but a lot of work is going on big data, and especially uh, in abroad universities, data analysis, database courses are there, and they are very much wanted by the students, which is very, very useful for the students to get opportunities in MNCs and other jobs. Especially in India, last 2 years, we have been hearing, and universities have started new courses in artificial intelligence and data science, etc. courses. In our KMIT itself, because we have, for the information of Doreen Robin Madam, we have this institution actually started 25 years back by Keshav Memorial Educational Society, which was started before independence, that is 1940. We have schools, English medium school is there, junior college is there, degree college is there, PG college is there, law college is there, two engineering colleges are there, two junior colleges are there. We are also going to start one more engineering college with the efforts of our principal, Dr. Someshwar. We are also going to start MBA course from the coming academic year. So recently we have seen, and especially our society is headed by almost all these 80 years, 85 years, headed by Chief Justice or Justice of Telangana High Court or Andhra Pradesh High Court or erstwhile Nizam's High Court Chief Justice. Because this was started with a motto that education should reach to the girl students first. Then education should go to the students who are below poverty line. Our colleges are doing an excellent job. Institutions are doing very good, and nearly 10,000 students are studying in our society itself in various college institutions, and nearly 500 families are working for the quality development in this society, which is organizing our institutions. We welcome you, Doreen ma'am. Last year we have seen in this from this academic year, actually 2021, we have started data science and artificial intelligence in our engineering college. Actually our management thought there will not be any rush for that. But within no time, in the first instant itself, all the seats are filled up. Nice. And very good students, only the students who are ranked under 6,000, 7,000 MCET with MCET rank only have joined in that course. It means we can see the opportunities for the students, and we can see the interest of the students in learning these new courses and new technology. And especially today's topic also very much interested, and our students actually should understand the importance of these such courses and should try to understand the things and especially IoT based courses. Last year also you have conducted one. I think 3 days course in IoTs, Internet of Things. Such things should be conducted again from the department. Unlikely we are not having physical classes, but this is the best opportunity to save the time of journey from place to place, from homes to college, and such. If you can conduct all the courses like this through online, because all engineering colleges are permitted now. UGC is granting permission to write the examination through online. So when that is possible, why can't we conduct practical examinations also through online? Students have to get equipped with all those things. If you say that this is not possible for me, I cannot get the internet, I don't have the laptop, this is not the time for you. You have no place in the education field, and you have no place in getting good jobs in MNCs and better companies. So you have to get equipped with the latest technologies that are supposed to get now, because technology is available. Only thing is you have to purchase that by hook or hook, by not spending money for other things and spending money only for your technology. And by doing this, you can compete with other people, because people are coming with a lot of equipments and a lot of technology from their background, different backgrounds. But if we feel that I cannot spend this much of my amount of money, I cannot spend my time like this, I have some other things, means you will have no place at all in the present educational system, because this it really very bad bad phase we are facing now. But we have to attack that with your capacity, 100% capacity you have utilized, and you have to spend more time in learning technology, especially your computer languages, and then only you can sustain in the competitive world, which is already been there. And you can also get good jobs by following your teachers' advice and guidance, and by inviting such great people who are well equipped and who are having a lot of ideas and different creativity, like Doreen Robin, Madam Dr. Doreen Robin, and such people should be invited for to speak on various topics. And definitely, our students should get benefit out of these things. Not only students, it is a good thing for the faculty members also, for the computer teacher also. So when we are learning something new technology from others, it should be learned by us, and we should be up to the mark to teach our students in a better manner. I also congratulate the principal sir for supporting in conducting various.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everyone. What is today is outdated tomorrow. So we consider lots of technology changes are coming. Unless you are going to learn the new things, you are the door in the market. It is estimated that around the world, 2 crore jobs are going to be lost unless technology is going to be unless they are upgraded to the new technologies. So this blockchain technologies, Internet of Things, big data analytics are going to create 3 crore jobs in the coming days. Already many universities and colleges are starting this process. So coming days, these technologies only will rule the world. So it is for the students to learn these technologies, particularly blockchain technologies, big data analytics is already started in our college last year. Business data analytics, it is also a part of big data analytics only. So, but in the coming days, world is world nowadays world is based on computers. Computers, these technologies are going to change. So all, not only the students, all those who are working also, they should learn these technologies. Otherwise, they are in the market. So such an important webinar the Department of Computer Science is conducting. So my congratulations to Vichita Madam and his team for conducting this webinar. So for this webinar, I welcome today's key speaker, Dr. Doreen Robin Madam, for this webinar. Madam, this college started 25 years back. However, this society was more than 80 years old society, serving to the poorest of the poor communities in the Hyderabad city. So once again, I welcome all for this webinar. Thank you, madam, for giving me the opportunity. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with your wonderful guidelines. Now I'd like to invite Mrs. Meenakshi to introduce today's guest speaker.
Thank you, madam. Good evening, esteemed guest, director sir, principal sir, faculty members, and dear students. I'm delighted to be the part of national webinar and privileged to introduce today's speaker, Dr. Doreen Robin. She is amongst us to enlighten us on blockchain technologies and big data analytics. Dr. Robin is currently a founder director at Computational Intelligence Research Foundation. She received her bachelor's degree in information technology from Madras University and master's in computer science and engineering from Anna University. She holds doctorate in computer science and engineering from Anna University. Her research interests include parallel and distributed computing, peer-to-peer computing, grid computing, cloud computing, and big data analytics. She has published about 30 papers in international and national journals and conferences. She is a life member of Indian Society for Technical Education. She is a reviewer for Computer and Electrical Engineering Journal and Future Generation Computer Science Journal. She is a trainer on data science, machine learning, deep learning, big data analytics, digital classrooms, cyber forensics, cyber security, software testing. During the pandemic, she has trained more than 4,000 staff on how to teach online. Right now, Dr. Robin is working as an administrator at Bethel Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Chennai. I welcome you, madam. Thank you very much.
Time to enrich knowledge for the participants.
Okay. Okay. I hope my screen is shared to all. I hope my screen is shared to all.
Your screen is not visible.
I hope my screen is shared to all.
Your screen is not visible.
Okay.
Screen share. Hello? Or shall I use a headphone?
Yes, ma'am, carry on. But when you start, I think you will improve your tone also.
Yeah. I don't know, it always happens. Yeah. Is my screen shared now? Audio? Okay. Okay. So today's session will be seeing about block technology and big data. Okay, block technology and big data analytics, as it is the need of the hour, as it is the need of the hour. Lot of issues and research issues are going on. I would like to thank the entire management of KMICS for having invited me to give the talk on it. All right. So you know about that. I just came to know about Vijita ma'am through an email. She messaged me and we get connected. See how far we are getting connected through online technology, right? Through online. So we'll start. My talk will be going on with what is a blockchain, and then what is big data, and what are the applications that integrates both, and what are the applications that integrates both will be taken into consideration. And listen carefully. I know there are many students over here. All right. So students are here. At the end of it, we are going to have a live quiz. So I'm going to ask some 5 questions. The live quiz, you'll be playing along with me, and we'll see who will be the winner for the day. All right. So happy to see you all today. So the entire session goes with what is big data, what is blockchain, because there are a lot of confusion. We have been hearing this. I'm so happy that KMICS College is also offering a course on artificial intelligence and data science, as said by Dr. Nageshwara Rao. So thank you, sir. And it was a very beautiful introduction that you gave into it. Okay, what is a blockchain? Okay, blockchain, it could be defined as a chain of blocks. Okay, it's a chain. It derives from its name. It's a chain of blocks. Okay, each block contains an information that is a valid information. So first, we are going to understand what is blockchain. As you have, it's just a chain of blocks. Then we'll deep dive into it, what would be in each block. All right, this technique is intended to timestamp digital documents. that it is not possible to backdate or you can temper them. So we are going to work, we know everything. All our teachers, they become digital teachers through this pandemic. From last year to this year, myself and my husband, we have trained more than 4,000 faculties around the world to handle digital classes. Okay, so here now we are going to work with the digital documents. Blockchain has got a wide variety of application in different streams. Okay, the purpose of blockchain is to solve the double record problem, okay, the consistency without the need of centralized server. So here, one thing that you need to understand is it is a decentralized server. Okay, we are going to, blockchain works on decentralized server. Okay, and it resolves the double record problems, and it solves the double record problems. So it solves double record problems. And then what is, it's a digital ledger. Just to understand in one single word, if you are listening to the lecture of blockchain for the very first time and if you don't have a background of it, just understand this word and put it onto a brain. What is blockchain? It is a digital ledger. What it is? It is a digital ledger. Okay, it's a constantly growing ledger. Okay, and it keeps a permanent record of all the transactions that has taken place. It could be banking, it could be healthcare, it could be education, it could be in any field. Okay, so blockchain could be applied on every field. Okay, and that takes place. Yes, ma'am. Sorry, now is it seen? Okay, so blockchain, it is defined as a chain of blocks. Okay, that it contains information. Every block contains a information, and it has a timestamp digital document. So it is not possible to backdate them or you cannot temper them out. All right, and it solves the double record problems. Okay, you will not, every data on a blockchain is consistent. Okay, so when you take blockchain, the word that we need to put it on to our mind is called as a digital ledger. Okay, it is a digital ledger, and it's a constantly growing digital ledger which keeps permanent records of all the transaction that has been taking place in a chronological, secure, and immutable. So you know what is the word mutable, immutable, right? So it's immutable. You cannot change it. Nowadays, in which news are we hearing the word mutable? Are you hearing something? What is mutable, immutable? Let me hear it from the students. You can post, I think you have an opportunity for chat. You can post your responses on chat. What you have heard about the word mutable? Yes. Yeah, which can be revealed, mutable, immutable. Okay, mutable, where we could, you could change, unable to change. Exactly right. A big round of applause to Chalal Harshavardhan. Okay, exactly right. Okay, it is unable to change. When it is mutable, it is about, you are hearing about the COVID virus, right? The COVID virus. Okay, mutable version of the virus. So we don't have an immutable version. So mutable is something you cannot change. A big round of applause to Chalal, okay, for having given the correct answer. It's unable to change. So when you take this, it's unable to change. It will not change. So that is what we say, it is secure. What is a ledger? It is a file that is constantly growing. Okay, permanent. If you have made a transaction once inside a blockchain, it is made permanently into the ledger. You will not be able to edit it. We'll be seeing about the application of it. It is secure because it uses advanced cryptography algorithm that the information is locked inside the blockchain. So have you heard about the word cryptography? What is cryptography? Can I have the answers on chat? And also I'm streaming the entire thing on YouTube live. And some of you, if you're not able to hear it, you can also join to that. Is it okay if I post it because students are saying no audio? Okay, if you need it, you can use it. Yes, encoding and decoding of data. Thank you, Vijita ma'am. So cryptography, we always use it for secure transaction or for security. Okay, you would have learned about a key. Okay, when you go out of your home, you have a door. Okay, you lock the main door with a key. You go out, and when you come in, only if you are having the key, you'll be able to unlock and get inside it. Same way when you do transactions on internet, all right, you will be using it on. Is my PPT not seen? Yes, no? Okay, so it's all keeping it on a secure cryptographic way. Chronological, everything. Okay. Now is it okay? Okay. So, and it is on a chronological transaction, happens everything one after the other. And I said it's immutable. It means all, as you build all the transaction onto the blockchain, this ledger can never be changed. So I hope you're able to understand. So when you take a blockchain, it's a ledger, it's permanent, it's secure, chronological, and it's immutable. Once done, it is done. All right. Okay, now this is a blockchain is a software protocol. Okay, it's a software. What is blockchain? It's a software protocol. During my slides, I will show you how IIT Madras has developed a healthcare application using blockchain very recently. Okay, but it could not be run without the internet. Okay, you mandatorily need an internet connection to work with blockchain. It's a software protocol, but it could not be run without the internet. All right, this is, can you see here the blocks? So each transaction will be like a block, one after the other, done on a chronological manner. Can you see? One after the other. Once a block has been created, once a block, I repeated, once a block has been created, it cannot be deleted, it cannot be damaged, it cannot be edited. Okay, so for every transaction, a block will be created. It's a distributed ledger. From anywhere, anybody could connect to a node and do this transaction. But once it is done, it is permanent and there is no duplication of record. Say, for example, if you are going to use a document, okay, what document software you always use the most? You can unmute and speak. Or I don't know, you don't have unmute. What for text editing software, what do you use? To see the chat, I'm moving on from slides to the thing. That is what you're sometimes you're not able to see. Okay, what are the text? Okay, yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yeah. Others also check whether you're going to able to see the entire. Yeah, when I move on, I okay, ask others, could you check it out and respond, please? Is totally look. Yeah, when I go, wait, listen. When I go and check the responses on the chat, it will go blank, and once I come back, it will be there. All right. So blockchain is a software protocol, but it could be run. It could not be run without the internet. Okay, it could not be run without the internet. So listen to the video, and after the end of it, this video shows you how each block has been created, and after each block there is a hash that has been generated, and that is appended to the next block. All right. So it's a digital ledger. So blockchain database and traditional database are not same. Here we have a centralized server, normal database. Here you have a decentralized database. All the database is who's authorized authentication. It has a transactional data. Of the previous block. So every block, medical application, for election you can use, for contracts, for land records. It's very unique because it's ordered on a chronological blockchain technology. For at every time, at what second, it has been time stamped. He wants to buy a house. It's for real estate. Yes. He signs. Who was the previous owner? So when you get document, you have the details. All right. So the first owner, the second owner, and the third one. It's a verifiable chain for every block. It's totally same database everywhere. Yes. It's verified by multiple people because everybody who are authorized only will be able to use it. Without it reduces the cost, it's stressed, it's okay. So whether you're able to understand what is blockchain, each block, every transaction is a block. It could be healthcare, it could be an office document. That I will show you a new software where they use somebody's mic is on, you can put it on mute. You're able to hear? Okay. Okay, so a blockchain is a chain of blocks. Okay, each block has got a hash and of the previous hash. Okay, and then what happens at the everywhere the same database is there. So you have to understand the word when you know into blockchain. Blockchain is a distributed it's a decentralized database, and all the values inside the blockchain is structured. It has a structured database, but it is not in traditional database. You have a centralized. Here you have a decentralized, and nobody will be able to tamper your information. So what are the applications of blockchain technology? It can be applicated, it can be integrated into any kind of multiple areas. Okay, the primary use of blockchain is a distributed ledger for cryptocurrency. Okay, it's used for a cryptocurrency. So you can use it for banking. I'll show you the example how it is used in banking and finance. Like for example, I'll show you how the blockchain and big data analytics is much used on insurance sector, for government records, for voting. When we have our electronic voting system, if it is done using blockchain, it can never be tampered. Healthcare has a wide range of applications using it. Okay, insurance, media, entertainment, retail, etc., etc. So blockchain can be, well, this information can be revealed only to the intended people who are authorized. It is very, very difficult to tamper the information. Once we change on one transaction, it will be updated on all the servers immediately. So here it is a decentralized server. Tampering of image, it's more secure. Okay. So what is the need of blockchain? Okay, it is used for time reduction. Time could be much reduced, especially when you buy lands. No, we go to the person who's the landowner, and we need to get from who he has bought, and you have different names from who the levels of people who have been owning the land. Okay, here it could be well verified. Nobody can make a fraudulent transaction in blockchain. Okay, unchangeable transaction. Once a transaction is done, it is replicated at the same time on all the servers there it has been done. Okay, where it carries the chain. Okay, and it's 100% reliable, they say. But now the technology has come. When a technology has come, it has got its own pros and cons. And here we have a lot of security has been provided into the blockchain, and collaboration. Okay, collaboration, you can collaborate, and it's decentralized. Okay, not able to see my PPT. Others, are you able to see my PPT? Somebody is saying they're not now. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so the time reduction in financial industry for quicker settlement of trades. It doesn't take a lengthy process because settlements are clear and it's agreed about data between the stakeholders. All right, and the change data are unchangeable. Okay, you cannot change. It's unchangeable transactions, and every time a transaction is made, a new block is edited, added along with the hash. Okay, hash is a very, very unique value. Generate a lot of hash functions you should have worked on with. Okay, if I give a particular data, how one hash should be generated, and the final block contains my previous hash. So my block, my hash, and my previous blocks hash. Okay, it cannot be removed. Okay, and it's very, very reliable for each parties. It removes the double record, reducing rates and accelerates. And security, it's a distributed ledger technology. Okay, it uses a distributed ledger technology where each party holds the original copy of the chain. So as one of the participant had asked a question whether it can be rebuilt, it will not be rebuilt to anyone. It uses very advanced cryptography. So all the informations are locked inside each block. Okay, and there are even when large number of other nodes fail also, it remains operated because it's decentralized and the values are getting replicated. It allows each party to transact directly with each other without any third party. When you start working with blockchain, it is between end user to the end user. There is no need for any third party. And I said it's totally decentralized. There is no central authority. Once a transaction is made, a hash is generated, and a previous hash has been added. Once transaction is done, it is done. It cannot be tampered, and once they are validated, only they are added to the chain. Okay. So this is the blockchain database. Okay, this is the blockchain database. Okay, it has the current and previous hashtag, and this is very, very important. When the transaction is made, when the block is created, at that exact timestamp has been created. And what are the information? What data is what your transaction data? You create a hash function. Then it contains block one's hash and its current hash, the timestamp, the other information, the transactional data. Then can you see like one block chaining with the next and with the next. So this is the blockchain database. Okay, so this is how a block, each one is a block, and it is chained with the current. So if I said, remember in the starting, it is ordered chronologically. So chronologically, it is ordered according to the timestamp. Say for example, 10 o'clock, 11 minutes, 29 seconds, this has been created. Then 10 o'clock, 11 minutes, 30 seconds, and also the microseconds. At the particular time when it is created, okay, it has been shown. Okay. Okay, so it's a relational database. Okay, blockchain, you can say it as a relational database. For example, this is a block. Okay, so block, what ID is the block? What is the hash, the height, the version, the block size, the hash of the previous block, the Merkle rule, n time bits and n1s. And from this hash block, from the hash, it is being connected to the transaction ID, or which transaction, the hash block, the version, and when was its lock time. And from the transaction ID, this which transaction ID, whether this ID or the next ID here, and hash of the previous out. Not audible? Whether it's audible? Okay. Index of the previous, yeah. Okay, somebody they're posting on the chat, not audible. Okay, script and the sequence. So here, this is the transaction in and this is the transaction out. The same transaction ID, the index out, okay, the variable, the public key. When you work with cryptography, you have a public key technology or a private key technology, okay, the public and private key pairs also. And here blockchain uses a very high level cryptography algorithms for every transaction that has been done. Okay, so we have seen what is blockchain, how a block looks like. A block has a block, its hash and its previous hash, and blockchain database carries a structured database. Okay, blockchain carries a structured database. It's not some semi-structured or unstructured. It carries a structured database. You can collaborate and it is decentralized and the values cannot be tampered. For every time the block is generated, it is time stamped. Okay, it is time stamped. Okay, able to understand? Any doubts, you can put it onto the chat. Okay, sequentially we'll be addressing it. Now, a blockchain is a database, but database is not a blockchain. I showed you on the video the difference between the blockchain and traditional database. Can it replace? Yes. Here, when you come into the technology of blockchain, there is no question of centralized server. All right. A blockchain is a database where it carries a decentralized server. Whereas traditional database, we use a centralized server. Okay. So here a blockchain, I can say it is a database, but I cannot say a database is not a blockchain. All right. Is it confusing or is it okay with you? If it is okay till what we have seen, you can just type on the chat yes. If there is no doubt, if you're able to understand. We are next moving into the concept of big data, then integration of both. Yes, thank you, Narashiman. Thank you, sir. Yes, thank you, Dash. I don't know, your names are very different for me. All right, yeah. Now I'm into the chat. Okay, so this is how it is working on. All right. Now, okay, thank you. Most of you said yes. Okay, now we will move into big data. Okay, so when you say big data, it refers to huge volume of data. Huge volume of data that cannot be stored, that cannot be processed using traditional approach within the time frame. So whenever you take big data, it refers to huge volume of data. Not only it refers to huge volume of data, but also, okay, if the data cannot be processed by your application, okay, by your necessary softwares that you have, then we say it to be big data. Okay, when you take, I hope most of you are using Google. When you use your Google Drive, can you say what is the maximum size Google Drive allows? What is the maximum size Google Drive allows? Anybody? You can unmute or you can put it onto the chat. Yes, thank you, Vamsi. 15 GB, exactly right. It is 15 GB. All right. So if my data, yeah, thank you, Arun. Okay, if my Gmail, okay, in my Gmail, if I'm going to have my Google Drive of 15.01 GB, whether my Google Drive will allow? It will not allow. Only that is the maximum limit. Okay. For a Google Drive, 15 GB is a big data to be processed because after which it cannot be processed. Okay. It depends on the application. How huge is your data? Data can be in gigabyte, terabyte, petabyte, exabyte, or more than that. All right. This does not define the term big data completely. It is not the size of data. If you are not able to process the data, if you are using a computer, you have got a processor, you have got a size for storage. If it is exceeding, you need to delete it. Okay, so that is what most of them, they think only data which are big. Yes, I do understand data which are big are big data, but if your application is not able to process the data, then we go into big data. So most of the big data analytics we work on with Hadoop file system or Hadoop technology. How many of you would have heard about the technology called Hadoop? Hadoop. Okay. See, and big data analytics. Okay, how many of you are using WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram? Which technology use? Can you put it onto the chat? Do you use? Yes or no? Otherwise, type at least yes, no. Yes, so every one of us we use. See, for 1 minute, just 60 seconds, 1 million logging in Facebook. YouTube, 45 million videos are being, okay. Let me hear. There was most of you said yes, 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 yes. Thank you. So often I come there, I see to it and come back. So that is what I always think, because we are in distant place, this we can interact with each other. Okay. So 45 million videos. Okay. Snapchat you are using. Swipes. See, 347.22 million scrolls in Instagram. Netflix. I know most of them are using Netflix during this pandemic. 188 million emails are sent in just 1 minute. See, 41.6 million messages are sent using Facebook Messenger or WhatsApp. How many requests to search in Google? 3.8 million. Everything in just 1 minute. Okay, 87,000 people are on Twitter on just a minute. 4.8 gives. So many apps are being downloaded. Everything happens in 1 minute. Then you understand how huge is the data. So analytics of big data is much needed. Okay, we are going to see how it is going to work on with. So I told 4 new petabytes of data, 100 millions of hours, Facebook, 100 millions of hours, 4 millions, 250 billion photos have been uploaded. Okay. And when you see Google process 40,000 search every second. Okay. 3 billion. So imagine how the data centers of Facebook, and previous we saw about Google. Okay, how many Twitters. Okay, so these things are the best example. Okay, on YouTube, see how many users are there. Each minute, 1 minute, 300 hours of fresh videos are uploaded. 1 minute, 60 seconds around the world. Imagine. Then they need to see, it is not only we uploading, I'm also live streaming the entire session in YouTube. It's not only now, we want the data to be always on, and it should be processed and stored on a place, right? So almost 5 billion videos are watched on YouTube every single day. So the YouTube should give us a process to store our data, process the data. Whenever you search for it, when you hit for it, you need to download it, and you need to process it. All right. Okay. So LinkedIn. How many of you are there in LinkedIn? Yes. Google Plus, tens and terabytes. Google Photos. I know everybody. We are uploading all our photos on Google, right? Google Photos app. I know most of you are using. Imagine these are the applications where we use day to day. Every day we use. As we get up in the morning, though we brush our teeth or not, we take our mobile and check on WhatsApp, Facebook, with Gmails, or whatever it is. All right. So these are the best examples where they process large amount of data every day. Okay, so big data analytics is a very wide range area where students can do research, or you can do a lot of projects. All right. So Now, coming into, how many of you have seen Google's data center? Yes, no, no, yes. So data center is the place they process the information. So have you seen how the data center? No, Selva Kumar says no. Yes. Some of them say no, Surya Prakash. Now watch the video. Watch the video very carefully, and at the end of it, let me ask few questions. This is how inside the Google's data center look like. Because Google provides a lot of applications, right? So how it is looking. These are servers. Hosting YouTube videos. Protecting emails, it is then on the second floor. These are custom design servers and they're energy efficient. This is how, when we give a search, it processes and gives you, see how that. So they replicate the data and keep it on tape libraries. When a drive breaks, see, they just eradicate it, they crush it, and they. So the machines are working every day. So they don't use much AC, but they use cooling towers. So they take the water, they put it onto the cooling tower, and then it moves on and on. So you saw how the data center inside Google is. See, every service inside is customized by them, and it's energy efficient, and it works 24 hours a day. And they say even Google replicates our data on 7 data centers, so that when we will never have an opportunity of losing a data. Sometimes if you get up in the morning and check, when we go into a Gmail, if you're not going to see any Gmail of us, we'll be so worried, right? We'll be, it will be, we'll be worried so much. But see, Google is making a very huge effort. Okay, even YouTube, the 9 when you click on 9 dots on your Gmail, you can see what are the applications all given by. Now also today I'm using Google Slides for this. So large volume of data. Okay, it could be business transaction, social media, machine to machine data. And velocity, how is the velocity of each data? It comes at in respect to, if you work with IoT and big data, there's a huge research because you can take data from sensors and you're working with the variety of data. In big data, you can work with structured data, you can work with unstructured data, and also with semi-structured data. All right, so all right. So volume of data, velocity of data, and variety of data, right? So this is how, because I've taken just one example of Google, and so sequentially I'll show you how Facebook's data center also looks like. So Facebook generates 4 new petabytes data. See how it is growing every day. I showed you, right? In 1 minute, so much of, and this pandemic, we have started taking online classes. The data have grown more. All right. So, and to analyze your data, that's more important. The velocity, 2 millions of records. Okay, an organization may need to analyze 2 millions each day to find the reasons for loss. But companies like Facebook and Google analyze much bigger set every day at the data processing speed. Okay, your data could be of an image data, audio data, video data, sensor data, log data, text data, anything. You can have it on big data. So this is the new Facebook's data center. Okay. So let's see how you have seen how Google's data center would look like. Now let's see how the data center of Facebook. So this is the Facebook data center. So what are the data centers? From Denmark. In Denmark, see how they have made the data center. They don't use much AC. They first is in Denmark, the second is in Ireland. Okay, can you see how they? This is the Singapore's Facebook's data center. So data center is much needed. As students, you need to understand it's not the applications that you use, how you store the data, how you process the data. Okay, this is the third data center in Singapore. Fourth data center is in Alabama. See, can you see these are the cooling towers? And each are okay. The next data center, the Newton data center. So you can see that they have a very spacious place because a lot of processing speed, because a lot of heat will be generated. Okay. Every data center will look similar to one another. It is in Illinois, USA. Okay. All the data centers, they look similar. All right. So this is how so many data centers, they replicate the data. Okay. They replicate the data on every data center. Okay. This is one such data center. Can you see they almost use the same design? And they started this on 2017. So this is how the data center looks like. Just I want to show you, it's not, they are the backbones. Thousands of computer, both Google, Facebook, they design their own servers. Oculus, WhatsApp, Messenger. So as sitting in a place, we are just going into the Facebook's data center. How it looks. So number of jobs, not this. It looks like an aircraft. Okay. 4 football grounds. Okay, you can listen to it carefully. 0.5 million square feet. Can you see how the data centers, how they're customizing the servers? They filter out the hot air and they have the cooling towers. They're using solar energy and water efficient. Only 38% of less electricity, 80% less water. So can you see how much solar energy? Air, both the technology of Facebook and Google. So they bring down the humidity and they work on with that. All right. So just I want to show you how huge is the data. Okay, so huge, you need to have very good processor to process the data and to get some predicted outcomes from the data set. Okay, so Hadoop, okay, is the platform where we process, most of them they process. The map reduce technology is done by Facebook. Okay, in 2005, Doug Hunting and Michael started working, developed the Hadoop to support a Nudge search engine. Actually, it was funded by Yahoo, but 2006 it was given back to Apache. And Hadoop uses many large companies like Yahoo, Facebook, Twitter, all using this technology for their application. He's the Hadoop developer. So you can use unstructured data using Flume package, structured data using Scoop, but we should have all the data on HDFS, Hadoop distributed file system, and it goes to Yarn. You get this MapReduce component is developed by Facebook, and there are different technologies. Apache, I don't have time to share about everything. Okay, this is for machine learning algorithm, the Apache Spark. If you students, when you learn Apache Spark, there is a lot of need for the R. So now we have seen about what is blockchain, what is big data analytics. Right now we are going to dive into how are we going to integrate blockchain and big data analytics. Any doubts till now? Any people on YouTube? If it is clear, you can tell me. You can put it on the live chat. So students, you're able to understand what we have seen. As of now, I have seen only Facebook data center and Google data centers or on other countries. No doubts. Thank you. Thank you. Can it eradicate that is what they don't have any situation of data loss. Okay, they don't have any situation of data loss. Reason behind, they have lot of what do I say, they have lot of replications of data on different data centers, and we are still now we have not faced any issues on losing data from Facebook, Google, because they are the people who are working with billions of millions of data every day. Okay, so now as we have all responded, it's clear till now we have seen about what is blockchain, the basics of it. We have seen about data, big data, how huge is the data, and what is the technology they use it. Okay, now seeing on to the application, you should have seen the title is blockchain technologies and big data analytics. How blockchain technology is going to be used in data analytics. Okay, blockchain data, just like other data types, can be analyzed using, because it's not only the transaction. Hello, is my voice audible? Is my voice okay? Thank you. So just like any other type of data, if you want to analyze it, reveal valuable insights, how many people have done the transaction using blockchain, how many hash on different multiple applications, we'll be able to see. So blockchain technology data can be used to find, you generally know machine learning or deep learning, it is used to learn patterns from the data set. Okay, from a data, if you want to learn the patterns, we develop a machine learning model or a deep learning model, feed into our data, and we learn the patterns of it. So here from the blockchain data, and blockchain is surprisingly, it's a full-fledged structured data, so, and it can be used to predict future outcomes. Okay, what is more, blockchain provides a structure from individual devices. So blockchain and big data, they are emerging technology and they are revolutionizing several industries. And we'll show every year how it is going to be hitting the market. And students, if you're going to get yourself trained on blockchain technology, big data analytics, data science, machine learning, AI, and IoT, I can say you the need for you to be captured by the job people, it's huge. There are many people, they are hunting for people, but you should be properly trained in such a way to equip yourself. So as students, never ever see only the use of application. As computer science students, your focus should be how the application is being developed. So when you use Facebook, you should not be like, as I'm also a pure academician, being into colleges as professors for 10 years. And then I started this research company. At the end of it, I'd show about my company in CIRF. Okay, I always tell students, your focus as a student, how the technology has been developed, not using like an end user. Now even Milkwala uses WhatsApp, the fish people who sell, they use WhatsApp, everybody, they use WhatsApp. But as a computer science technologies, you should focus on how the technology is being developed. All right. So blockchain is focused on recording, validating data. The data integrity is the most important thing. So here you see it records, we have validated data from the blockchain. The blockchain technology takes care of all these, but data science analyzes the data for actionable, making prediction from large amount of data. So while blockchain is changing data management, the later is the data science is changing the nature of transaction. If big data is the quantity, then blockchain is the quality. You get a quality data, and how huge is your data set? Blockchain is going to be into every field within the next 5 to 10 years, and everybody will start using blockchain because of its validating of data. So financial technology, healthcare, supply chain, where the blockchain is now very, very familiar. Technology has not been explored extensively in the aspect of data science. So you've got more research topic to work on. Both they deal with data, okay, analyzing the data, while blockchain records and validates data. Understand, data science, you are doing an analyzing of data using your AI, data science, machine learning, deep learning algorithm. What if a block, that is a system, blockchain is broken down? It cannot be broken down because every block will be chained by the previous block's hash, and then only the next hash could be, next block could be generated. So mostly there is no highest possibility of not breaking the chain. Both uses algorithm to govern interaction with various segments. Data science is for prediction, blockchain is for integration. Okay, so blockchain-based big data allows providers to share records with other domains without exponential increase in risk factors. You can share, okay? So blockchain deploys consensus algorithm which verifies every transaction. Even single unit cannot pose a threat to the network. You cannot. So blockchain could represent 20% of big data market in 2030. We are in 2020s, 21. Okay, so in 2030, can you see it could represent 20% of the big data in 2030, integrating. So according to estimate by NIMT, okay, the blockchain ledger, I said, right, it's a digital ledger, could be worth up to 20% of the total big data market by 2030, producing, see what is the annual revenue? $100 billion. You have a large opportunity here. It would produce an annual income of more than $100 billion, more than PayPal, Visa, and MasterCard combined. If you even combine them, when the big data is fully into it, you've got a very good opportunity. So big data analytics will be essential for tracking the transaction, enabling business. How many of them are doing using the transaction, the count of it, the prediction of it could be done using big data. But blockchain makes better decisions. That's why the new data intelligence service emerging to help financial institutions, okay, the government and other within blockchain, and to discover hidden patterns. Okay, in Dubai, the smart city in 2016, okay, the smart Dubai office introduced blockchain technology in 2016. Remember, using this technology, entrepreneurs and developers will be able to connect with the investors and also the leading companies, and the transaction is fully valid. Okay, and the next application you're going to see is simply Vital Health. Okay, first we saw about smart Dubai, the smart city. This is all the real life use cases. All right, so we have seen about big data, we have seen about blockchain, the integrated of big data and blockchain. Now we are seeing into the application. So blockchain would be storing the electronic medical records. This is on a healthcare sector. Okay, this is on the healthcare sector. So simply Vital Health is enabling coordinated care for patients through blockchain. So the patient's every prescription that is prescribed, all his health record will be taken into a block and stored it. And wherever he moves, or whosoever doctor is, once they are authorized, will be able to access all the medical records. It allows the creation of open source blockchain database. Okay, open source blockchain database where doctors can access patient information. You know, now because of COVID, people are throughout the world. Once the healthcare technology is into it, it provides a valid information and it is secure. In abroad, many of the healthcare medical records are using blockchain technology. Okay, buyers uses access data. Okay, health nexus. Okay, the request is cryptographically signed. The blockchain confirms the request. Okay, the buyer is requesting to access, the doctor is requesting, then it is request is cryptographically signed, and it finds whether it is correct, then it approves the request and a key pair is issued. Then the doctor, once the key pair is securely allows access to data and the smart contract executes the payment, then they'll be able to access it. So this is how Health Nexus, after this workshop, you can go and search about Health Nexus, how it empowers the transaction. Okay, so So here is the healthcare application. Here is health nexus. So all the data fuels every transaction using blockchain technology. The healthcare application providers build services on health nexus, and they provide entire commercial agreements between the doctor. See, this is the doctor and this is the patient and the healthcare industries. Okay, so everything could be done using blockchain. Okay, the next word that we are going to see is about data lakes. Okay, all medical records would be stored off on a blockchain in a repository called as data lake. Okay, so they are highly scalable and store, but because when you take healthcare data, it is not only text, it could be image, it could be a CT scan, it could be X-ray, it could be PET scan. Okay, it could be the blood group, blood test reports. Okay, and it could be various types of data. All types of data could be taken into data lake. Okay, and also it supports interactive queries, text mining, text analysis, and machine learning. Okay, all the data are encrypted and digitally signed to ensure privacy and authenticity. Okay, it ensures privacy. So these are the different data of the health. So original data of any size and any format are streamed into the data lake. So data lake is a repository of medical records, and here you can batch the queries, interactive queries, real-time analytics, and here you see the big data analytics plays a vital role. Okay, so it could be from here in health, could be from MRI scan, the prescription, the doctor, the health monitor, the lab results, the blood pressure, biosensor. All the data are taken. It can be encrypted into the data lake. Okay, encrypted and digitally signed, and the data are into the data lake. All the health data is stored into the data lake. Okay, each blockchain transaction, every time he's saying to a doctor, health blockchain has been created. List of all health records and data collected throughout the patient life. So maybe in the next 5 to 10 years, when a child is born itself, a blockchain will be created. So wherever they go, whatever is the information, they'll be able to access it. The type and location of the data is included. Okay, so patient uses mobile devices to access permission, then provides users health application to access data, then they decrypt and digital signature, and from the health record, they get all the history of the patient without even transacting, and then the doctor can prescribe what is to be done. So for this is about the big data analytics for data visualization. Okay, from different sensors, even from mobiles, they take the heart reader, right? And here is where it can be used on any fields. Okay, it can be used for any fields. This is how the integration of technology works. Okay, how the big data, once the data we have got it, it's on data lake or on blockchain. So from the data, you get it onto the storage, you do the pre-processing, formatting, cleaning, validating, then understanding the features, we do the feature extraction, then use data analytics using AI, statistics, mining, then you go into the visualization, identifying the hidden patterns. So doctor will know what kind of patient, what health disease he had, is he allergic to any medicines or not. Okay, and this is how blockchain app. This is the IIT Madras. Okay, they have developed a blockchain app to secure health application. This is a very small video for a few. A blockchain app very recently. The app name is BlockTrack. It integrates prescription, what are the medicines they have taken, who has this, and insurance, everything. Field testing, it is done by IIT Madras Institute Hospital. So I said it's a decentralized server. Every patient's, which helps, because now, because of COVID, everybody, we are going into duplications, no records or registrations, or because this COVID, everybody, we are hunting for oxygen, for ventilator, okay, for searching doctors. Once this technology was into the place, then you have a huge variety of services that could be rented. So Bitcoin is a computer file, which is a digital wallet, okay, or a mobile phone, or that's, do not confuse Bitcoins or not blockchain. Okay, I just included this slide to ensure this concept. Okay, people can send Bitcoins to your digital wallet, and you can send Bitcoins. Every transaction is on the public list called blockchain. The currency is only Bitcoin, but it is a digital ledger. Okay, imagine how much is the Indian rupee. Okay, and see, it's a cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. Blockchain is a ledger. So here it simplifies us at the speed of transaction without much government restriction, provides low cost, secure information. Bitcoin is limited to trading to currency. It is currency, but it's a transaction. Okay, here the scope is limited, but Bitcoin scopes are not limited. All right. As we are running out of time, I told how it works. So this is how the traditional banking sector works. This is how a blockchain works. All right. If A wants to send money to B, the transaction is encrypted in a block. Then the block is broadcasted to every party onto the network. Once it is done, those network, the transaction is validated. The block can be added to the chain and the money moves from A to B. All right. So even in insurance field, okay, in insurance field also the transactions are taken. A distributed ledger has been created. Blockchain part, big data platform for internet scale analytics and streaming analytics. For whom the what do I say, to whom the insurance could be given, how it could be claimed on emergency. Once if it is there on a Bitcoin, nobody can make a fraudulent transaction. It is very, very vital and it is secured and it is all available on the decentralized service. So insurance also, now insurance is playing a very vital role into it. So what are the tools for blockchain? Okay, tools for blockchain, just give me a minute. Okay, CryptPad is a fully secure encrypted. What are the office tools? In the starting itself, I said, right? What are the office tools that we use, right? Yeah, it's enabling collaboration. I told blockchain could be used in any technology. This is the website, CryptPad. Okay, so it's a full suite application. Whatever the documents that you use here, it's one of the application of blockchain. Okay, you can collaborate and use with text, with code, with sheet, with presentation, which once once an edition is done, it is done. Okay, it is very, very difficult to alter it. Okay, so we have come to the end of it. Wait, we have a live quiz to play. You're going to give the answer from the sessions. Listen to this video very carefully. What are the 5 blockchain on different industry? The 5 promising blockchain use cases. By 2025, with the next 4 years, blockchain in healthcare, blockchain in finance. Okay, how blockchain in healthcare, it's efficient, cost efficient, traceability. You can see which industry is using. It's decentralized. Okay, in supply chain, by 2023, companies DBS uses. All right, it's an error free. In food industry, 429.7 billion. The Nestle uses blockchain. I know most of you use Nestle. Smart metering. Can you see? So we have started with what if I answered the questions whatever you have asked. Now we are going to play a very, very small. We started with blockchain. What is a blockchain? Then big data analytics, and then we moved on into big data and the blockchain integration and the use cases we have seen. Okay, and we have seen the use cases, and the last 5 use cases we have seen how it is used in finance, how it is used in food industry, and healthcare, and supply chain, and banking industry. Okay, it is going to be the next boom of it. Now I will post the live quiz link on the chat. Just click the link and give your name. Okay, just click the link. For YouTube viewers, it will be on your live chat. Okay, I'm pasting it on the live chat. Have you got it? Yes, you have got it on the live chat. Just click it on and give your name. Oh, so many have joined so quick. 38 people have joined. All right. So we will start it so quickly. Let's see who's going to win. 52. Let me wait for a few more minutes, 1 or 2 minutes. Do not move out of it. I have not started the quiz. I will start the quiz. 57 of you have joined. Great going. Okay, 62. Okay, let me start. Okay, so those who are going to answer correctly and who are the fastest will be the winner. The first question, blockchain can be defined as, it's a multiple choice. You need to, number of blocks, chain of blocks, network of blocks. What do you say a blockchain could be? 30 of you have answered fast, and who's answering the fastest and correct will be the winner for this question. Let me see who's going to be the winner. Yes, its time is up. 57 have answered. 34 of you given the right answer. Yes, blockchain can be defined as chain of block. Let me see who is the winner for the day. Sashi Rekha ma'am, come into the Mentimeter. Okay. Okay. And the winner is, for the first question, is Mubin, and he's the fastest. I don't know who is Boti. They have not given their name properly. Third is Jayant. Okay. Let's go to the second question of the day. Be ready. The second question for the day. Look onto your mobiles or the PCs. Blockchain technology can be integrated into in a single area or triple area or multi-area. Where you can integrate. All the questions are from the talk. Yes, 3, 2, and 1. I hope most of you will give the correct answer. Yes, 57 of you have given the right answer, and it can be integrated into Sashi Rekha ma'am. Please come on to Mentimeter. You're giving your answers on the chat. I don't know whether Mubin is going to hold the place again or somebody. Yes, Mubin is still on the first place, Jayant on the second, Shivani on the third place, and the fastest for the second question is Lakshman. Let's move to the third question for the day. Even YouTube viewers, click on Mentimeter. Which tool is used for coordinated care for patients through blockchain? We have seen that tool. Simply Vital Health or Body Mass Index Calculator, search by symptom tool. Which tool is used for coordinated care for patients using or through blockchain? Most of you have given the right answer. 36 of you have given the right answer. We saw the example of Simply Vital Health app. Most of you are giving the answer on the chat. Please come to Mentimeter and give me the answer. Then only, I don't know whether Mubin is going to stay on the first place. Mubin, you're fastest, and still he's on the first. Second is Lakshman, third is Geeta, and the fastest in this round is Zarifa. Okay, let's move on to the next question. The fourth question. All right. So whether Bitcoin and blockchain is same? Yes or no? Whether Bitcoin and blockchain is same? Shashi Rekha ma'am, Shanti Priya ma'am, you're all giving the answers on the chat. Please come to Mentimeter. I posted the link on the chat. Oh my God. Whether it is same? No, it is not same. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. Blockchain is a digital ledger. Okay. The final question of the day. Before that, we'll see who's going to be the winner. For this round, Mubin is still his fast. Let's see, he's going to stay. Mubin still stays on the first place, and the fastest is Lakshmanan, and the third is Sai Kranan. The final question for the day, which is going to define the winner for today's live quiz. Let's see. Database structure used in blockchain, whether it's a structured database or a semi-structured database or unstructured database. I said what it uses in blockchain. 69 of you have answered. Exactly right. It uses the structured database. Now we are going to see who is the winner. I don't know who's going to be the winner. Okay, Lakshman is the winner. Lakshman is the winner. Second place by Mubin. Third by Saikiran. And Saikiran is the fastest for the final question. And Lohit, the fourth place. Nikita, the fifth place. Ravali, sixth place. Zarifa, Preetham, Harish Kumar, and Verma. Congratulations, winners. And congratulations. I hope my screen is seen to people on Meet. You're able to see my screen on conference call? Yes? Is my voice audible? Hello? Okay, thank you. Okay. So you can type your feedbacks about today's webinar on blockchain technology and big data analytics. How did you like it? Whether you were able to understand? You can just type it and then enter multiple times also you can give, it will be displayed on the screen. Good, thank you for the good feedback. They've given good. And YouTube people can give it on. It was a great workshop, thank you. You can give whatever you want. How do you like it? What was a new technology you learned? Was it new to you? Always it's not how did you were you able to understand something new, good, excited one? Thank you. Interesting. So what are the new technologies you learned? That also you can post it. What was the new catchy factor on this workshop? It was a great workshop, thank you. So the way you come in will not be the way that you go out. You should have learned something new. Yeah, excellent, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving us such useful information. Thank you. It's totally anonymous. It was good, and we came to know something new. That is the need. Yes, it is. It's good to understand topics, today's topic, and it's wonderful. Very helpful, excellent, good, interesting. But yeah, it's just an introduction because it's good. It's first time you're hearing excellent information. So this is my company's website, www.cirf.co.in. I'll post it onto the chat. Okay, I'll come and answer the queries. Just give me a few minutes. I will share, whatever is your questions, you can put it onto the chat. I'll come back. All right, this is my website, cirf.co.in. Thank you, YouTube viewers. Thank you, Piyush Anand, sir. Thank you, Meghala ma'am. Okay, so here from June, here we give a training. We also provide internship website. If you're developing on your own, we give internship, and also we give training with internship. Basically, we work with computational intelligence, data science, big data, IoT. Okay, coming June 7, 8 and 9. Okay, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we are organizing a workshop on image analytics in healthcare. It's fully a hands-on session, okay, for 6 hours, okay, on 3 days, 2 hours a day, and you will be working in par with us. What are the operations? How do you detect disease from an image? How to do an image segmentation? What are the performance? I will be the resource person. By last week, we completed this workshop on predictive healthcare on text data, and we have completed this internship for students, and still students are interested, you can contact us. If anybody, students or faculties or corporates, anybody can do this registration. The only requirement, you need to have a system with internet connection. Okay, that's it. And you will learn a lot because it's not a what we are going to show is not a demo. You will be working with data sets, and it will be very much useful for faculties, for students, and for corporates. Okay, this is my number of workshops I made on the same topic, and different topics also I've given, but every topic, whatever I take a workshop, it is on hands-on, because I always think it is not talk that is going to speak. How are you going to do on hands-on? If you're interested, you can join into it. All right, I'll share my contact details. If you want, you can make a note of it. So from the YouTube, many people have seen. Thank you, Lakshmi ma'am. Thank you, Gomati ma'am. Thank you, Shivalanka sir. Thank you, Piyush sir. Yes, the entire college is having now the 20-hour machine learning course we are taking for East West Institution of Technology for the faculty members. Thank you, Gomati ma'am. Thank you all for joining. So anybody wants my contact, you can make a note of it. And my entire session is streamed on YouTube. Okay, on YouTube. And I will share the YouTube link to you. I'll share the YouTube link to them. And after the session, you can say, well, any questions, let me check. Is it okay for the ones who don't know even the basics? Yes, you can work on with that. I've just given the introduction. If I'm the doctor and I have a compounder and I use blockchain to treat attendance, if the compounder system hard disk gets destroyed, it is all on the internet and it uses the decentralized server. It uses the decentralized server. So even though the system hardware goes, nothing will happen, sir. Interesting, nice. Thank you. It was a great learning something new. Thank you, Mubin. It was full of information. Keep it up. Thank you all for the good responses. Very informative session. Great workshop. Okay. Even though your hard disk breaks, but your data will be there on the decentralized server. So Venkat sir, it will not be destroyed. Okay. Thank you all for joining. I hope I've shared my contact details with you. If you're interested or anything you need in the future, you can contact, okay, want training, or if you want to learn more on technology, okay. So thank you all. And also, I do the services for developing new algorithms. Okay, new algorithms, and for scholars to write your algorithm for publishing papers, not publishing, how to write papers, good standard papers with impact. And also we started working with patents, and also for some colleges, for new subjects also, I go online and take a subject for a semester for the students. Okay, if any of your requirements is there, you can feel free to contact us. Okay. So we are basically into R&D, and because I was into teaching, we are helping in the teaching sector also. Thank you all. Over to Vijita ma'am. So when you watch the YouTube, kindly give a like, subscribe to my channel. The next 31st, I'm giving a talk on business opportunities and IoT. That will be live streamed on YouTube, and on June 2nd on IoT and data, artificial intelligence. I'm speaking on June 1st. So kindly subscribe to my channel. You will get informations, and whenever it is useful, you can do it. And during this COVID, kindly be safe at home. Okay, whenever you get a simple symptoms, kindly go to a proper doctor and get treated. Even I got infected with the COVID on April. By the grace of God, immediate treatment, and myself and my husband we got, and then we are out of danger by the grace and mercy of God. Thank you all. Stay home, stay blessed. God bless you. Go to Vijita ma'am. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am. Thank you so much for the. Thank you, Vijita ma'am. Welcome, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am. Thank you, Narsimha Reddy, sir. I'm here, but the camera is not switching on. I don't know why. It is not switching on. My camera is on, but it is not taking care. I don't know why it is not opening. During the start, it was opening, but now it is not opening. Camera is not switching on.
அவங்களுக்கு தெரியல அவனா
YouTube, I will stop. Huh? Shall I stop?
end